Hey, how's it going? So, working remotely. I've worked remotely for the past 5 years. I'm gonna tell you what I think are the pros and cons. Is it all it's cracked up to be? In my opinion, yes, it's fantastic, and I'll explain why. Mainly because you don't have to commute. The commute can be stressful. I've heard of some people working down in London. I'm up north. They're commuting for 3 hours there and then another 3 hours back. To me, it's crazy. I can understand why you would want a salary paid job because it's secure, you've got that paycheck coming in, you don't have to worry about winning business. They have their own marketing team at many agencies. If you work remotely as a freelancer, you got to win your own business. And to do that in today's market, I think you've got to get yourself out there via blog posts, videos, podcasts. So if you're going to work remotely, you've got to be willing to put yourself out there. The other reason I think it's great is because you can go in accordance with your own circadian rhythm. What is your circadian rhythm? Well, that's basically the rhythm of when you go to sleep and when you're awake. And we all have a different rhythm. Some of us are now night owls, some of us are early risers. I made a video a couple of weeks about my sleep schedule. I'm going to redo that though, because nowadays, well, past couple of days, I've been going with what my body instinctively feels to do. So that's the other thing. If I want to take a nap, I can take a nap. If I wake up and I feel like I need to move my body, I can go to the gym, have a nice workout, eat my breakfast, and I get to work when I want. As long as the work gets done, then it's fine. If I need to catch up on work on a weekend, if I need to work late or whatever, I've got that freedom. I can take my laptop to the library, to the coffee shop. As long as I've got my laptop, I can work from anywhere. Freedom of time and freedom of location. To me personally, it is all it's cracked up to be. I know that there's some videos out there saying it's not, and the reason for that is, I believe, relationships. Relationships are so important. There's a correlation between your level of success and happiness and the quality of your relationships. You can't really have one without the other. And if you're a young person and you are working in a salary paid position, don't be so concerned about it. Don't be in such a hurry to work remotely. Relationships, I, believe it or not, had social anxiety in my younger years, between the age of like 19 and 28, I would say. And if I hadn't worked as a gym instructor during that time and had been forced to meet with people and build relationships, work with people, deal with the public, if I wasn't forced to do that, I don't think I would be in this situation that I'm in now. So the great thing about being in a salary paid job is you learn. You need relationships to learn who you are. And this has come to the forefront of my mind just recently. Because I work in a home office, I can get into a habit of shutting myself away. This week, I spoke with two developers, had some real good conversations, and learned what I need to do next in my career. Because I was at somewhat of a crossroads, but I'll leave that for another video. So if you want to know yourself, you need relationships. So if you do work remotely, be building relationships. I've built relationships in the YouTube comments. So don't just be a fly on the wall. Comment, put your opinion and your perspective out there. I think this you have to do. The other thing as well is I don't think that we really should be working for 8 hours, 5 days a week. My friend told me of a study done in Sweden. Apparently they work on average 6 hours a day, 5 days a week, and they're much more productive for it. So I'm in the habit of working around for 6 hours. The other 2 hours I spend on building my business. So that's putting out videos and content and connecting and networking and going out to conferences and meetups. The other thing I will say is, so I think I've made that point that if you do work remotely, don't think that, like, if you work remotely because you're an introvert and you don't really want to be dealing with people, like, I get you, because I'm that way. I was looking at a remote salary paid job a few weeks ago, but I'm really not up for working in an office environment. I feel like I've gotten the I've got the emotional IQ that has come from working with the public and that kind of thing. So don't think that you will have to get out there. I've met with 2 clients in the past couple of years, and I've gotten a lot of work from that. I was flown up to Scotland, and on another occasion I had to jump on a train down to London to meet with a client. He'd flown in from the US, he was in London, and so we met up, we took the opportunity, and I got lots of work from that. I had to be willing to get on my smart clothes, jump on a train, get down there, be presentable, and that's a little outside of my comfort zone. But because I had gotten that experience of working in a job, I was able to do it. I had those skills to be able to do that. I'm not an extrovert by any means. I think I'm striking a happy balance. So the point I'm trying to make is, don't think that you can just hide away. Working remotely, okay, there are going to be situations you're going to have to get out there, you're going to have to network and get your name out there. But that's pretty much it. My thoughts on that. Hope you got something from this video, and I'll leave it there. Catch you later. Peace.